Our final speaker is Virginia C. What if?
Home
PD
stretch,
in your
everyone.
pocket?
So I have a question for you. What if you could have PD in your pocket? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, professional development is a crucial element in high-quality early learning. I didn't know how true this statement was as a newly graduated college student in my first year as a preschool teacher. I had little knowledge about behavior management skills or developmentally appropriate practices, let alone how to teach young children content knowledge like science or math. This was before the Early Childhood and Family Studies program existed at the University of Washington. How was I supposed to learn everything I needed to know and continue my professional development as a working teacher? Yes, I went to night classes, but I wanted more. I wanted someone to vent to when everything in my classroom seemed to go wrong. I wanted somebody who could watch my small group activity and give me feedback about what went well or areas where I could improve. Research has shown that when early childhood and family studies students engage in learning specific content knowledge, skills, and strategies, see other teachers practicing these strategies, have the chance to use them themselves, and then engage in reflective practice, are not only more competent, but more confident in the classroom. And these positive outcomes also extend to the students in their classroom through positive child gains. But what about the teachers that are currently teaching in the field just as I was, or those who can't afford to go back to school, or maybe don't have the opportunity because they're the only teacher in the entire county? Washington State currently has over 6,000 licensed childcare programs and tens of thousands of providers. How can they get the same resources? What if we can encapsulate all of the knowledge and feedback from a higher learning course and combine them with the technology and pop culture elements from today and disseminate them to teachers across the state at no cost to them? How many of you have one of these in your pocket right now or within close reach? Just about everybody. What if professional development can be delivered through a device that most teachers have in their pockets? What if we can mimic the content, knowledge, and reflective practices of higher learning courses and deliver them in a talk show format? What if coaches and teachers could message each other about feedback on their lesson plans or ideas of activities to do in the classroom while waiting for their morning coffee or going through the car wash? Imagine this: a provider watches a professional development talk show, much like Ellen, but filled with the latest early learning research on how to teach young children about geometry or patterns or tips on positive behavioral support. The show highlights novel materials and the different ways that the teachers can use them in their classroom, much like Oprah's favorite things. Shortly after, a box arrives with the featured materials right at the provider's doorstep, much like Stitch Fix or Amazon Fresh. The teacher can then videotape themselves using the materials and trying out some of the strategies they learned on the talk show. They can then upload this video into their Coaching Companion app, where a coach can then watch and provide feedback. What if professional development for early learning educators in the 21st century looked like this? Could it work? That's what we're trying to find out. We're currently studying whether pairing professional development in engaging talk show-like webisodes with curated boxes of early learning materials and video coaching from experts in the field is an effective and sustainable way of doing professional development. If this works, it not only saves time and money, it can reach the tens of thousands of providers that are currently raising our youngest Washingtonians. Some of the feedback we've gotten from recent participants has been that this is the best thing that's happened to them in their 10 years of teaching. Another provider shared with us that she has over a month's worth of curriculum to use with her toddler group by watching just one episode. And finally, my favorite feedback so far, a provider shared with us, a family child care of 25 years shared with us that she never thought that she was capable of using technology in this way. So I leave you with one final question. What if we could raise Washington early learning educators with PD in their pockets? Thank you.